Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be showing you some cases which I ordered last week for my Google Pixel. Today they arrived, so I thought let me just do a quick video and show you guys how these cases are like. From the left here, the first case I've got here is by Orzly. As you know, Orzly is quite a well-known brand in the market, and they're well known for their accessories and also for their cases. It's a high performance protective bumper case, so should give our Pixel enough protection. Also at the back it says it's got a 2-year guarantee, which is always a good peace of mind. So we will have a look at that case in just a moment. Also a couple of Spigen cases. The one on the left is the tough Armour case that comes in black color, and from the picture I can see it should also give us some good decent level of protection. Also my personal favorite, the liquid crystal see-through case. That's the kind of case I would like to have on my phone, so that I can see through the case and the look of the phone and the body and the color that I ordered. So I have here a flip case. This case is by some local Chinese company called Lightning Night, as you can see here on the top here. So LNK, is Lightning Light. So looks like I said, a local Chinese brand. That's what says made in China. But the case had some good reviews, so I thought let's order this flip case as well and see how this goes on our Google Pixel. I also have it with me, the very silver Google Pixel, guys. So I'll be putting all these cases one at a time on the phone, and we'll see how they protect the phone. So without wasting any more time, let's quickly get started. Okay, first up is the Orzly case. I just removed the band, guys, earlier to save time in the video because it wasn't coming off, so I thought let's quickly take it off. It did say here Orzly, as you saw earlier in the video. So let's open the case up and see what do we get inside. Nice packaging though, I like it, nicely and neatly packed. Okay, says here in the Orzly inside, and then a Pixel. Let's take the case out and let's put everything else away. We don't need that for now. Obviously got this packaging in there as well. There we go. Okay, so this is the case by Orzly. It's a nice, like I said, bumper case. It's got a decent level of protection, and from what I can see so far it looks very, very solid. From inside it's got this nice plastic and these matte stripes going all the way across, which is quite nice. Also it's got this nice Orzly on the bottom right side, saying very clearly here as well. So that's the Orzly logo, the power button along with the volume rocker, and everything seems to be well cut out. And I like this black and silver combination on the sides, as you can see, and also the 3.5mm jack is fully cut up as well. So now let's bring the Google Pixel. This is the Pixel that I've got, guys, the very silver, a 5-inch Google Pixel. So let's put it in the case and see how easily it goes in. There we go. Need to push it just a bit. There we go, from the corners and the edges. There we go, and the Pixel phone goes in straight away. It was a bit of a push because it's a new case, so obviously it takes a bit of pressure around the edges and the corners. Once you do that, then it fits in quite nicely. It's very reassuring, knowing that you have lots of lip here, as you can see, the edges all the way across, nice bit of lip. So if the phone was to fall flat like that, at least the raised lips on the top, bottom and the sides will give it an extra protection, making sure that the screen doesn't come into contact with the surface where it drops. So hopefully that will save your screen from breaking. Also, when it comes to the side protection, it looks very, very solid to me, because like I said, it's a bumper protection, very solid and hard corners. So that should, if your phone was to fall like that, there's no chance the phone will get damaged, and all the pressure will be taken up by the case. So very solid, even though plastic and matte finish, but still looks very solid and very elegant. It does add a bit of weight to the phone though, and the phone becomes a bit thicker. Obviously it's a bumper case, but that is to be expected if you are to protect your phone. As you guys know, Pixel phone can break from the front and from the back. From the back especially, it's got half the portion, upper portion, made of glass. Okay, so let's open this up, see if we can use the fingerprint sensor to open the Pixel up. There you go, guys, straight away, no issues. And the power button seems to be working as well. So when I touch the finger on the fingerprint sensor, the phone open up straight away, no issues here. And the power button seems to be working quite nicely as well. So let's use the volume rocker. Nice tactile finish to it, very solid indeed. I mean, we know, most of us know already, Orzly is a quite well-known name, and I have had their few cases in the past for a few models, and they have never disappointed. So a quality case indeed, no question about it. Let's have a look at the cuts now. At the back you can see the fingerprint sensor has got a bit of a deep cut inside, so that will protect your fingerprint sensor. Also for the camera, that's important, it's got a bit more hump at the back. That gives an extra space to the camera, so in case if the phone was to fall flat like that on a flat surface, the camera lens and the sensor and the flash will not come into contact with surface, guaranteed. It's at least a couple of millimeters from what I can see, and that's why the hump is a bit more thicker there at the top. That's giving the extra protection to the camera, the flash, and also the laser autofocusing sensor. So this is very good. Okay, on the top you can see a 3.5 mm jack. Not too sure how the headphones will fit in though. It looks okay to me so far. Let me just bring this my Bose headphones and see how this fares up. I got one end here attached to the other side. Let me just have a look, guys. There we go. So that's the one 3.5 cable coming from my Bose wireless headphones. It's also got a wire as well, so we'll test and see if this goes into the Orzly case. So there we go. Ta-da. It goes into the Orzly case straight away without any issues. But if you have anything slightly thicker than that, then you might have a bit of an issue putting your headphone jack in to the case. But for Bose, the ones I've got, it's a perfect fit, and even for normal headphones it really shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so looking at the left hand side now, obviously this is where the SIM tray is, but it's fully covered and you're not going to be taking your SIM out anyway. At the bottom you can see type C USB along with the speaker and also the mic here as well, so all seems well cut out and nicely laid. So not too bad, a very solid looking case, very reassuring. Also the grip is quite nice because, like I said, it's made from matte finish and plastic, so the case will not slip from your hands. A very solidly made and rigid case, and should give you a good protection in case if your Pixel was to fall off like that on the table or on any surface. So I feel very confident. That's why I'm throwing the phone like that, because I know the case will protect my phone very nicely. Okay, not too bad. So this is our first case, the Orzly case. And guys, I will leave the links down below under description for all these cases should you wish to purchase. Please do go and have a look. I'm sure you should be able to purchase them. I purchased all of them from Amazon UK. Okay, next up is the Spigen case for the Pixel. This is the Tough Armour series, like I said earlier in the video, and this one comes in black color. At the back of the case, as you can see the packaging, they got all these links to their Google+, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook and all that. So should you wish to follow them, you can. Okay, so let's open this up. It says try it, so we pull it up here and open the case up and see what comes out. This is, like I said, the Tough Armour case series, quite a well-known series with Spigen. Okay, so let's put everything away and let's purely have a look at the case, what it is like. First impressions, very solid, very hard as well at the back. It's got this nice plastic hard back, so that will give your phone a good protection. And also you got this rubber bumper protection on the around the edges and corners, so which is quite nice and looks very solidly made. I'm a big fan of Spigen, and now Spigen do some really good cases. That's why I ordered one for my personal use as well, this Pixel liquid crystal Spigen case. Okay, so now let's bring the Google Pixel here and let's put the phone in the case and see how easily it fits in. I tell you what, this is much easier than what I had before in the Orzly case. Here, as you can see in the video, straight away within a few seconds I was able to put the phone into the case straight away without much force. On the Orzly case I had to use a lot of force, whereas on this case not much force was needed. I think we also have a stand at the back. Whoa, that's nice. I like that. Cool. So if you're going to be watching movies on your Pixel, so you can open the stand up like that and you can just leave it like this, because then you can watch your movies on your Pixel as well. It's looking very nice. It's going to be actually, in fact, like that. I'm wrong. It should be like this because that angle wasn't right. There we go. So here. So if you're going to be watching movies on your phone, so you can just pull it at the back just like that, and then you leave it to let it go back, and there you go. As you can see, the stand gives it a good, nice viewing angle to watch your movies and YouTube videos. So I like that in this case. Okay, and from what I can see, the play in it should last us long, and as we know, Spigen cases are quite well known, so I think it looks to me very solid. Okay, now looking at the basics of the case, the basics include the fingerprint sensor. As you can see, there's a bit of a hump there to protect the fingerprint sensor. Also, there's a nice bit of a really deep cut for the camera and the flash. So there are two cuts here, as you can see. The one cut here covers the camera and the flash in one piece, and the other cut is covering all the sensors and laser autofocus. And this cut is in fact a lot deeper than that one from what I can see. It's got this nice shiny finish to it as well, so it's looking very elegant. But one thing is guaranteed: if you were to if the phone was to fall flat like that on a flat surface like this, there's no way the camera will get broken. As you can see here, like that. I'm once again very confident, and the side bumper cases are going to give it a good level of protection. As you can see, if it falls down like that, not bad at all. Looking very solid, very nice. Okay, also on the top you can see the 3.5mm jack. Now I like this cut. It's slightly more bigger than what we saw in the Orzly case. Okay, so once again, do the same headphone jack test again. Put it in there. There we go. So as you can see, the Bose headphone jack goes in to the cases, into the phone's 3.5mm jack straight away. Even if it's a bit more wider, a bit bigger, and you got higher res audio headphones, I'm sure this will take pretty much every size should you wish to buy any sort of other headphones. So this is small little minor detail which matter at times to people. So I think this case is very well done, and obviously it is made by Spigen, so you do expect that. Also on the right hand side you can see this is the power button, and also the volume rocker with plus and minus. So let's have a look and see how this works. Power, turn it on, it turns on. Let's test the fingerprint sensor. There you go guys, and the fingerprint sensor comes in straight away as well. I can feel a bit of depth here because you have to really push it down, but it's not that much of a problem. But I can see a bit of gap which I'm feeling a bit uneasy about, but in general it's not too bad, and it will open your phone straight away every time. Okay, as you can see the power button is working as well. So let's open it up and let's see if we can use the volume button as well. Nice tactile finish to them as well, not bad at all guys. So looking very nice. This case looks very strong guys. What I can see, that's why it's called the tough Armour case. It says there on the top, on the bottom left here, it's the tough Armour series. So looking very solidly made and nice. This rubber finish, this rubber material is very solid, and it will take any sort of bumps or any sort of drops should you somehow accidentally drop your phone on the floor. Okay, so on the left hand side you can see pretty much nothing. This is where the SIM tray is, obviously that's fully covered, and at the bottom you can see here, this is where your type C USB port is, and these are the speaker ports. Now this is a bit unusual for me. I've never seen anything like this before. They've tried something new. As you can see, the speaker cuts are actually facing a bit upwards. So I tell you what, whilst we do this, let's quickly play a YouTube video. Let me turn my internet connection on, 4G UK, 3 UK the connection I'm using. So let's go onto YouTube and let's play one of my videos and see how the volume comes up. This was a 4K video sample I uploaded on my channel from Google Pixel. So let's have a look. Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm recording with the Google Pixel at 4K. This is the max it can record up to. I have also uploaded 1080p samples on my channel, both at 30 and 60 frames per second. From what I can see, there's no difference. Amazingly, like I said, the speaker cuts are facing upwards, but still the sound is coming out very nicely. I think this area where the speaker is, that area is reflecting the sound from inside and pulling and pushing it outwards straight up like that. So it might create a bit of a hollow effect, and you might even get better sound than you normally would from the speaker when the sound is going all over the place. So the idea is good, but what I can see so far, the music and everything else seems to be working fine. Let's play this track here for a minute. As you can see guys, to me it doesn't make no difference, even though at first sight I was a bit concerned, but when I can see, I've given you a live demo. The speaker sound is coming out very nicely and no issues here whatsoever, even though the design is a bit unusual. I hope the mic's gonna work nicely as well when people start making phone calls. I'll be testing this and I will report back to you guys once I've done that. Okay, so overall nice case, a bit of lip at the front as well. As you can see, pretty much the same as it was on the Orzly case. So the extra lip protection will probably protect the screen in case if the worst was to happen. So not looking too bad, decent, solid case so far. Okay, next up is another Spigen case. This is the liquid crystal case for the Google Pixel by Spigen. So let's take this out guys. This is one of my favorite cases. That's the type of case, like I said earlier in the video, I like to see through the case so that I can have a look at the color of my phone and what the phone is like. This is the simplest of the cases so far that I've ordered. So it tells you here the wet cleaner to clean it up as well at the same time, giving you all the basic instructions. And they have also given you a nice cleaning wipe. Wow, that's nice. That's not too bad. So thank you Spigen for giving us this. This is to keep your back and inside of your case cleaned up as shown in that instruction leaflet. Okay, so let's bring the Google Pixel, put it in the case, and it should go in there fairly easily. Ta-da, no problems there whatsoever. let's put everything aside so we can concentrate purely on the case. This is the kind of, like I said, the kind of case I like. Minimalistic cases. It says designed in Irvine, California, made in Korea, so that's not too bad. A quality case will obviously be designed in a top country and a top city, along with the top country as well. Like I said, made in Korea, so designed in Irvine, California. Okay, so not bad. So let's have a look at the case now. The first impression, I love this case. Why? Firstly, I'm a bit biased, I will have to admit, because I love minimalistic cases. This is a case which hardly adds any weight to the phone, and you feel very close to the phone. Although it doesn't give you the kind of protection that an Armour case or say a bumper case would give you. The protection is minimal, so you have to be obviously careful. If you drop the phone, most likely chances are that you will end up breaking the screen. However, if you like me and you like minimal case on a phone, then this is the case you should go for. So if you look at the back here, you can see the color of the phone as well. This is the very silver color, like I said, on the Google Pixel, so you can see the white and the gray very, very clearly along with the G logo. So the protection is minimal, however, you can see through the case and you can have a look at your phone. Also, on the right hand side, you can see here you got the power button, which has got a nice tactile finish. Obviously, Spigen case, these things are very basic for these people. They've been doing cases for a very, very long time. So now let's open the phone up and let's have a look. The volume rocker is also working nicely without any issues. And the fingerprint sensor has got a bit of deep cut into it as well, as you can see. So it's nice and easily reachable with your index finger. Also the top here, this is where the camera and the sensors are. Once again, in a typical Spigen fashion, we have two different cuts, one for the camera and the flash, and it's got a nice bit of cut as well. So if the phone falls backward like this, it will not break the camera or the flash, which is good. Also the sensors along with the laser autofocus, all these sensors are also quite well protected with a deep nice cut here as well, so no issues here so far. A 3.5mm jack port, as you can see, is quite wide as well. Let's bring in my 3.5 jack from my Bose headphones. So let's put it in the port here. There we go, and it goes in there straight away without any issues. Even if you have a slightly bigger or wider jack going in there, this wider cut will ensure that you have that fit in there as well without any issues. So far so good. Okay, so pretty much there, as you can see through, you can see the chamfered edges, you can see the edges in the corners and everything else on the sides as well. So even the SIM tray, you can see, is pretty visible there as well. At the bottom you got the Type-C USB port, obviously well cut out, and so are the speaker port as well. The one on the left is the speaker, and this is where your mic is, so shouldn't have any issues here as well. And that's pretty much it, guys, to the case. And looks very solid, looks elegant, looks minimalistic, and that's the kind of case I would normally go for. I don't feel as if my Pixel is too heavy or too bulky. It's, like I said, very, very minimal, and it keeps you very close to the phone, and that's what I like normally in most cases. Okay, the last case is now the one by Lightning Night. Like I said earlier in the video, guys, it looks like as if it's a local Chinese brand. Never heard of them before. It's a flip case for the Google Pixel. So let's open this up and let's have a look and see what this case is like. Okay, so looking lovely so far. First impressions, it looks very nice and very elegant. I like this leather finish on the case, very, very nice. A nice, ports cut out for the camera and for the flash and the camera here, and the fingerprint sensor as well. And it's got this magnet attached to it, so once you turn it like that, it clicks to the magnet in there, and then it closes the phone. The best way to test out obviously would be to put the phone in and see how this goes. So let's see how easily it goes in. There we go, guys, fairly easily, not bad. And this is this rubber protection inside, this gel rubber type of material, which is giving the phone a nice level of protection. So once you do this, flip it across, boom, and the phone is fully secured. Once the phone is closed, the Type-C USB is obviously still accessible along with the speaker, so you can leave with your music with the case on, and you should still be able to listen to music. I can see there's a bit of play here, which I just noticed, so maybe it might take a while before the case gets used to it, but there's a bit of play here. I don't know the reason for that, but it's come off just a little bit. Still keeps the phone steady and tight, it doesn't fall down, and well secured. I like the stitching coming all the way across. The stitching is not too bad and goes around at the back as well, so nicely elegant leather case. Okay, so let's have a look inside the case now. On the left you can see this is where you can put your bank cards, your driver's license and everything else. So this is neatly and nicely done as well, so that really shouldn't be a problem. So you can put up to 3 or 4 cards, and you also got a slot here as well, so you can put some money here should you wish to. Okay, there's also a port here for the lanyard, as you can see in the top left here. So this will give you a nice good grip should you wish to hold your case and phone with the lanyard. On the top you can see here a 3.5mm jack, and let's once again put that Bose headphone jack in and see how this goes. There we go, and you can see there's still a bit of extra gap left here along the sides, so even if your jack is a bit more wider, hopefully that will fit in this, and it's not too deep though, which is good. So that means most likely most 3.5 jacks will fit in this 3.5mm port. Okay, so far so good. Also, I think if I remember correctly, when I was ordering this case, you can also make a certain angle to watch films on it. And how is that done? Let's have a look and see. I think I'm always so poor on these things. There you go. I think it's to be done like this. There we go. So if you're watching your movies and stuff, you can always tilt it at different 3-4 different angles, and then you can watch your stuff. So let's open up the phone with a fingerprint sensor. Okay, I just noticed that once I have the case open up like this, it's slightly more difficult to reach the fingerprint sensor. As you can see, the cut is very deep, the deepest of any cases so far I've seen. So you will have to put your finger all the way in and then open the phone up. I will discuss those cuts in just a moment. Let's quickly see if you can watch a video. Let's open a video from my channel, the one we were watching earlier, and there we go, 4K test, and you're watching the video just like that. As you can see, in the UK it's a cloudy day, typical. We don't get to see sun that much in this country. It's a bit sad though, however this is what it is. So testing the Google Pixel, like I said, at 4K to see how the recording comes out. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. In samples I've seen before in 1080p, the camera seems to be working okay, not too bad. So at 4K hopefully it's also very stable, similarly as on 1080p. So let's walk around a bit and have a look and see how the video stabilization works. Here so far so good from what I can see, not looking too bad. So as you can see, I tried different angles, and every time it worked with 3-4 different angles. So it's got plenty of slanting angles to it. So I'm sure you will enjoy watching the videos whichever angle should you wish to. Once you close the phone I think locks itself, does it? No, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Unless I think there's something in the phone which you probably have to activate for a flip case. I'm not too sure of that, but you can also switch it off from here, and then you can cover the phone like that. Even the power port is quite accessible, and so is the volume port, volume buttons as well. As you can see, nice tactile finish to it, not too bad. I find these flip cases slightly bit more difficult to hold and to manage. You have to pull the case all the way across like that, but some people like flip cases. So at the end of the day, it's a matter of personal preference. But the phone is well covered and nicely protected on the sides with nice buttons on the right hand side, and also the jack fully covered, as fully exposed as well whilst the phone is closed. And you can use this case as a stand to watch your videos and your movies as well. So guys, that's pretty much it. A decent enough case, not too bad. These are all the cases I've shown you so far. If I do get a hold of more cases, I will definitely do more videos. Any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section, and please give my video a thumbs up if you like it, and like always, please subscribe guys, as it helps, and I shall see you in the next video.